Kentucky are their bigs by far are better and bigger, and their wings, they had better wings. But they were taking bad shots. They weren't bad shots. I wouldn't say they were taking bad shots. They weren't taking the best shots. I feel like it was a lot of ISO ball. Where St. Peter's at swing, down screen, boom. You know what I'm saying?
But again, defensively, for St. Peter's to hold them to 79 points in overtime, these are, again, 3 5-star recruits, at least 2 NBA players on this team. Yeah. You know what I mean? So for them to be able to get stops on one end and then score on the other end, that's what I'm saying. Like, now we could talk about, is Calipari worth the money? I'm gonna give you a big ass no. Yo, what up, world? It's your favorite creative, Anthony Arlene.
And your man, Dre the Dreamer.
And this is the new Blaq podcast. Man, good to have y'all back, man, for another episode. We are super excited today because today we're going to be watching some videos, man, some reactions. I mean, movie stuff.
Yeah, we'll mix it up, mix up the content. You know, we're going to lead in with some reactions, and then we're going to move into the discussion of sports topics this last week.
I'm excited about the sports stuff. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm super excited about the sports stuff, man. A lot is going on, so we're gonna get into all that. But first and foremost, we gonna watch some movie reviews, man. We both movie buffs. I love movies. I watch movies probably at least 3 a week. We thought like, yo, let's share this with the fans and see if they even heard of some of these movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah, these are a little bit late. They came out a little while ago, but you know, first
not all of them, right? I thought.
Yeah, all of them are a little late, you know what I'm saying? But but these movies aren't coming out for a while, so we got some time. So the first joint we're gonna watch is Lightyear, and we go ahead.
I'm excited.
There they go. They know what time it is. So without further delay, let's get into this reaction. Yeah.
Okay.
You're at work for a formula. Isn't that something?
We're all ready if you are, sir.
Well, let's go find out if this.
We got a breach in the perimeter.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yo, that Disney, every time I see that, bro, I know.
After a full year of being marooned on this planet, our first test flight is a go. Let's get everyone home.
Good luck, Captain. We're all counting on you.
Roger that.
There's a
It's a crazy trip.
waiting in the sky.
Hello, Buzz. I am Socks, your personal companion robot.
We'd like to come and
We're being pursued by just a massive robot.
waiting in the sky.
That was utterly terrifying, and I regret having joined you.
Let all the children moving.
Hey.
I can provide sleep sounds if you like. I have several options. Summer night, ocean paradise, whale calls.
No. White noise is fine.
Very well.
Good night, Socks.
Good night, Buzz.
Okay.
That's dope. Okay. We're gonna talk about that. Yeah, man. Lightyear official trailer coming out June 2022. What you think, man?
I mean, check it out. Like, you know, my childhood, it just brings back all the memories, bro. Like, I was around for the beginning of Pixar when Pixar DreamWorks, like before any of that was a thing. So just to see how far they've come, you see the movie, it's gonna be lit. All those little animated joints be hilarious, bro. The little sidekick, the cat, you already know it's gonna be the comedic.
That thing looks creepy, but it's hilarious too.
Creepy. It's gonna be hilarious, bro. It looks like it's gonna have a lot of action, which honestly, a lot of the Pixar DreamWorks stuff don't be action packed because you know what I'm saying. It be trying to give kids these moral stories.
Movies. These are family movies.
Exactly. It's
trying to actually be watered down, but it's
Facts. So it looks like it's gonna be action packed, bro. You know what I'm saying? And overall, man, just off the trailer, I'm gonna say I'm kind of excited to see it.
Yeah, no, I'm a Pixar fan, and just to see where Pixar started off and like the CGI now,
it's
crazy, dog. It's like the technology has come so far since the first Toy Story, and then the fact they took a Toy Story and did a spin-off with Lightyear as an actually human being with his backstory, like because they, if you all know Toy Story fans, you know Buzz Lightyear. His origin story is he's this space ranger and Emperor Zurg is his biggest enemy, and you kind of getting that origin story in real life based off what the toys made after. So that's cool in itself. It's weird how they're taking it and franchising that aspect of Toy Story after they've already dropped like 4 movies.
Facts, but I mean, to be fair though, Buzz Lightyear might have been the most popular character. Like Woody went hard, but him and Woody. But and I don't know if Woody would have been that hard without Tom Hanks. I don't know. Like
no,
and this is a side note, but they said Tom Hanks made more money off of that than like Forrest Gump. I'm like, word, bro.
Yeah, because there's like 4 movies.
That's what I'm saying.
Think, what's his face played Buzz Lightyear? Tim Allen, I think, played Buzz Lightyear.
I don't know who that is, but I
Tim Allen, the Santa Claus. He played that cat that had
Home Improvement.
Home Improvement, exactly.
Yeah, I know that shit. My dad didn't watch a lot of that, like what he might call white comedy, but like he watched that. So I'm like, yo,
oh man, we all watch that.
You know what I'm saying? Facts. I just like that. And for me, like it was just like, and you know, you get tired of watching the same. You know, that's the whole.
You don't watch the whole thing, but you get a couple of episodes here.
Facts. Like my dad, like we would watch reruns of shit before watching certain things, and I'm like, I wanted to watch Seinfeld. Like I wanted to watch some of that shit, but it was like, and that's just a whole nother. I feel like that's a lane of a conversation you can have, as far as like, you know what I mean, how there's these unwritten rules. That trailer though, man. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like now I'm ready to get into this next one. Like, I mean, that was a good warm up. I feel like it brought me back to my childhood. What Oshu got for me? Great. What's happening?
Well, let us know in the comment section below, man. What did y'all think? Did y'all like that trailer? Are you ready for that Lightyear coming out in 2022? Let us know. Make sure you guys like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We got more reactions coming your way, and stay tuned for the next one. Let's get it. All right. Well, let's get it. We got the Jurassic Park. This next one, the Jurassic Park Dominion, Jurassic World Dominion.
Man, we bring up all the childhood shit, bro.
Yeah. So I mean, this one came out a while ago too, but you know,
this is the second Jurassic Park. Yeah, it's got the boy from Parks and Rec in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. I don't remember his name, but
Chris Pratt.
Yeah, bro. Like, how did you even get on like this, bro? Like, you know what I mean, sometimes it just be the most random guy. Like, I'm like, really? Like,
yeah.
I didn't think he was like a super duper star, but he's nice. I mean, I remember seeing him in what's the joint with the little squirrel where they go out in space and shit.
Yes, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Bruh, lit. I think he made that movie. Let's get it.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get this reaction, baby. I've been waiting for this one.
We're just gonna start with the dinosaurs. He's
gonna be on a horseback.
So a horse can run as fast as a dinosaur, though. I feel you, though. I feel that. He out here petting him, dog. Chris Pratt he out here petting broncosauruses.
Yeah.
Touch.
The freaking audio, the sound, man.
Of sheer will. Life will find a way.
It's blue. I think that's blue.
We can't keep her here forever.
Yep.
They find her, we're never gonna see her again. We gotta protect her. That's our job.
Humans and dinosaurs can't coexist.
Bruh.
We created an ecological disaster.
Ain't no way. Hey, they bring the OGs back. Let's go.
From the first.
Yeah.
Catch up now, did you?
You coming or what?
Come on, man.
What you know?
We're racing toward the extinction of our species. We not only lack dominion.
Hey, there he goes. Jeff Goldblum. I'm waiting for him.
We're subordinate to it.
You ain't outrunning no raptor.
You know what I mean?
Come back.
I always come back.
No. Hell to the no.
Yeah, she fine.
That's another plane, right?
Not exactly.
Oh my god, bro.
That was hot.
Don't move. Bigger. Why do they always have to go bigger?
Yes, sir. Oh, June 10th. Oh yeah, I'm with that. That was hot. I'm gonna just tell you off the top. That was hot. Them shots and the whole premise behind it is dope. I'm with that.
And what I love about movies like this is like you can literally walk out, use the bathroom, come back. You ain't miss nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because it was never about the storyline. Like, I mean, the storyline is good, of course. You know what I'm saying? You know it's gonna be a good movie, but like what I'm saying is,
It's character driven. It's character driven.
Yeah, with this type of action, let me just again, man. I don't know who this beautiful golden melanated woman is in this movie, but for her alone, I'll go watch this movie. Okay,
Right.
I feel like
With the
that.
pilot?
Who is it?
The pilot, the one that was flying the plane.
Good God, I'm like, where did you like what? Like, I'm telling you right now, bro. I'm sorry, but that is gonna be the reason why I go watch the movie. Now, I hope that it's a great movie. I ain't gonna lie to you, but
yeah.
Shorty's super bad. I've seen her in some other stuff too. Now, I can already smell the popcorn crackling. You know what I'm saying? I feel like
it's a popcorn flick. It's a popcorn flick. It's Jurassic World. These movies are character based, and the fact that they're bringing all the old school characters. They got Jeff Goldblum. They got the character from the first movie basically coming.
Yeah, they went back. And, yeah,
the story doesn't matter. It's all about it. The story around them doesn't matter. Do we got dinosaurs and do you have these characters going
That's
on?
That's what the story is about. Every single one. You don't need the storyline. The storyline is, nigga, dinosaurs should not be here. We fucked up. What we gonna do about that?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And it's like they introduce a new, you know what I'm saying, characters and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? We got motorcycle chases. Like you said, they brought back the dinosaur from the last joint. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Again, though, like realistically speaking, everybody should die in the first scene. But because it's
no fact, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Because it's cinema.
They got a T-Rex at the movie theater, and people were just like, "This is
bro." This man is on a motorcycle going, let's just say, 65, outrunning a raptor. I'm like,
the raptor's like I go like just as fast, insane.
Now, what I did like was the air scenes, like because that's stuff that you haven't seen them do. You know what I mean? Where they got pterodactyls and big ass pelicans and shit. Yeah, I don't know what that thing was, but it took down.
I like the premise, man. I like the premise, and I like you. I want to just piggyback off what you're saying. The fact that they were in the air, the fact that they were at the movie theater, the fact they're in like Italy or something.
Creative with it,
like this. Like used to just be on an island, isolated. Like you're going to the island where we made dinosaurs and they got out of hand. Now dinosaurs are out. They're actually in the world, in the ecosystem. So you can go fishing, and then a damn T-Rex will hop up behind you, and you don't know what's going to happen. So I like the premise on that. That has become a worldwide epidemic, and that the fact they're trying to like figure out like this can't work. This isn't going to work. It's going to screw up the ecosystem. So how do we maneuver through that? And I feel like at the end of it, it's going to be like, well, they not going nowhere. We not going nowhere. We need to figure this shit out. And hopefully that's where it ends up.
That joint said June, so it's a summer movie.
Yeah, June 10th.
Like I could see, you know what I'm saying? Like now to be real, I don't go to the theaters no more for a bunch of reasons, but I'm not in the theater no more. But I like watching movies at the crib. Like I feel like I love to pause movies. I like to talk through movies. I don't want to be a stereotype at the theater. You know what I'm saying? So I like to watch movies at home. This seems like one of the joints you can bring all the kids around, bring the family around.
Yeah.
2 thumbs up already. I ain't even seen.
Yep. Phil, what do y'all think, man? Same. I agree with Anthony. I think it's gonna be a nice popcorn flick, big blockbuster movie for the summer. Of course, it's getting that time, and let us know in the comment section what you thought, and if you have anything that you want us to react to. We are getting to the sports casting, and we have reactions, so we got a combination of content for you. So let us know in the comment section. Make sure you like, hit the notification bell, obviously after you subscribe, and we're gonna get into this next reaction.
Yeah.
For this next video, y'all, we're gonna get into some DC movies. It's official. The World Needs a Hero trailer, basically a showcase of the movies for 2020, 2023 and I think 2024. I think some movies got delayed in this. So I'm a big DC guy. Obviously, you see the background. You know, I got comic books, video games. I got all that over here, and it's obviously a pop culture phenomenon now. Comic book movies are the wave. Everybody's trying to make one. So we're gonna get into this. We're gonna talk about it. You ready, Ant?
Let's get it, bro. You know I shit. I love movie reviews. Let's do it.
Yes, sir.
Who are you under there? What are you hiding?
Zoe Kravitz is
My son dreamt of a better world. That's all
You got The Rock, bro. It's about to make $1 billion, bro.
for real.
go. Any timeline, any universe. My fight.
Flash might be my favorite.
What could be greater than a king? A hero.
I just got goosebumps.
If we don't stand up, no one will.
Come with us. There's a
Ooh,
glorious
okay.
world out there. Waiting for you.
Yeah.
Are you in?
Oh yeah. You already know I'm in. Let's get it. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not a lot to review on the actual movies, but
No. It's not again, just a little showcase of what they got coming. You know, wet the palate.
trying to
You
compete.
know,
You got to compete with Avengers. Now,
Yeah.
I thought this trailer was going to be that. I thought this was their, version of the Avengers, where it was like, okay, y'all got the Avengers.
Justice League.
Yeah, I thought it was
They
going
already
to
did the Justice League.
Nah,
you
but
gotta
this-
watch. You gotta watch Zack Snyder's Justice League. That's the equivalent, but it's a different type of movie. The thing with DC is you gotta really appreciate DC for DC. If you go in and try to compare it to Marvel, you're really gonna lose. You're really gonna throw yourself through a loop. It's not gonna be as because it's just like it's two different products, two different things. Even though it's superheroes, two different things. And what I liked about this is it's showing me content. You got. I saw the Batman. Cool. Up the first thing, your poster child, Batman on the front cover. Review out on Greater Dreamer channel. Go ahead and check it out. And then you got the Flash, and then you got Black Adam, The Rock, immediately showcasing him, and then you have Aquaman. You're showcasing all this content, and as a DC enthusiast, it gets me excited because I have two different worlds I can dive into. I can dive into my Marvel and I can dive into my DC.
For sure. I think, like you said, it's two different products. I think that it's like you can't help but compare the two. So that's
exactly
like that's gonna happen whether you want to or not. As a consumer, like of course, like if you're going into
especially
it,
as a casual consumer.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you're not really into it like that, it's almost like Marvel is Apple. And then DC is like Android, whether they want to be or not. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's just what happened. You know, they came in the game late. By the time they made a few movies, it was like we already on the Avengers train, or at least on the Marvel train.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that what I like about it is, like you said, it's its own thing. So when you look at who they got, they really can't compete. When you say star power, they got The Rock, they got Jason Momoa. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't. Yeah, they got characters like Flash, who is completely different than anybody on
Ezra Miller.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. They got the Lenny Kravitz, what's her name? Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah, Zoe Kravitz.
Catwoman.
Yeah.
So they got star power. You know what I mean? So fans gonna come just to watch their favorite actors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Anyways, but as far as like for me, like and maybe that's on us, like to review the actual trailer, because for that's like, if you're a fan of DC. This is what's coming. Yeah. For me, I'm like, I'm not like I haven't watched it. You know what I mean? So like I really want to see like the Rock.
You want to see individual trailers for the individual movies.
Yeah,
and I understand that for somebody who may not be as deep into the lore, into the DC world as I am, because I'm all in on DC. So for me, what I appreciate about DC, and maybe there's something that you will take in, a nugget you'll take with you next time you watch a DC movie, is they're much darker than Marvel. Marvel, they don't go dark. They only go a certain darkness, but they're usually gonna be for families, and they're not gonna take you there.
I feel that too, because like again, I'm not a DC fan, but like I grew up watching the original Batmans and all that, and like it's grittier. You know what I'm saying? Like when you look at like again, bro, the Joker played by Heath Ledger, is
Played by Joaquin Phoenix.
yeah. I mean, but to me, Heath Ledger.
Oh, Heath Ledger's the best.
He's the best to do it. But the new one wasn't bad. You know what I'm saying? Like it was good. But to me, when I see Marvel, like you got motherfuckers like Thanos, and I'm like, he's really funny. He's not even scary. Like he's like a funny guy. Like now
he actually makes sense.
Yeah, bro, don't get me started, bro.
Yeah,
I feel like a straight goon watching. I'm like, niggas gotta die, B. I mean, like, he's doing what's got to be done. Nobody wants to do it, but he did it.
He's got.
I mean, and then he had the rings
gauntlet. The Infinity Gauntlet. Yeah,
he wasn't playing, bro. When I see them get the last one, bro, I was like, y'all in trouble, Marvel. Like, how y'all gonna get this shit off this man like this, bro?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, exciting, man. It looks dope. You know what I mean? Like you said, I do love the gritty nature of DC stuff. You know what I mean? It's like you said, a little darker, and I did notice that with Marvel, it'd be a little too kumbaya-ish. Sometimes. Yep. You know what I mean? Where it's like, come on, B. I like where I was going with Thanos. Like, this nigga should have just y'all could have stuck with that for a while. Like,
right? Then they reverse to the next movie and they always figure out, it'd be some superhero bullshit that comes through. But that's Marvel. We love Marvel. They give us great stuff. But for DC, I'm excited for what they're doing. They're showcasing they're doing a reboot. They did the Justice League. If you haven't watched the Zack Snyder Justice League, I highly suggest that you do it. It's a 4-hour movie, but it's extremely worth it, man. It's a great movie, and it's a darker take on everything superhero, and that's just DC's watermark, if you will, is that dark, gritty nature. What did y'all think, man? Let us know in the comment section. Did you like this video? Do you like the trailer? We want to hear from y'all. And
what movie of those 4? I think it was 4 that they showed.
Yeah. It was Batman, which is already out, so they've already kind of,
Batman did numbers. I have not seen it, but Batman.
I just put out a review on it, man. I just put a review on my channel. If you are so inclined, go check it out. But I did a spoiler review, and I talked directly about that movie. It is short story, long story short. Go watch it. It's good, right?
But then they also had Black Adam.
Yep, the Flash and Aquaman, and
the Aquaman. This is the second Aquaman.
Yes, the second Aquaman.
Okay.
Yeah. So the Batman got rebooted because remember it was Ben Affleck that was Batman, but he stepped down. They have to reboot it now.
Your boy from the goddamn Twilight series. Bro, he does so much more, but for some reason,
yes, it's hard to come off of that sprinkling. It's hard to come off of a sprinkling vampire, a diamond vampire. It's hard to come back from that, but he does. I'm telling you, go watch the movie. It's good. He does it. Yeah. Then the Flash, Ezra Miller's Flash. I think this movie got delayed, so I think it's gonna be 2023 when this comes out. And then Aquaman, I think got delayed. Black Adam, I think Black Adam, either the Flash and Black Adam or the Flash and Aquaman got delayed. Either way, those are all. Aquaman did over $1 billion when it came out. That the first one was lit.
And that was 99% women going to see
Jason Momoa just to see with his shirt off and the hair. And my man. Yeah. Yeah, man. So let us know in the comments, man. That was a dope trailer. Shout out to DC. Yeah, man. Make sure y'all subscribe and let us know what y'all think. We're gonna get on to this next reaction.
Just trying to get y'all some content to go watch with your little boo when you booed up. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what to go watch. You don't know, what I'm saying, what you into. Because see, the thing is, this is what I learned, right? You get the scary movie, they jump into your arms mid-movie, like boom, you know what I mean?
Boom, well.
I mean, you don't even gotta worry about it. It just happens. Yeah, but when you watch these type of movies, DC and everything, you can see what they about, male and female. Like for a girl, she might be into this stuff, trying to see what kind of dudes you're working with. Go watch a flick, bro. See if that person has any type of childlike. You know what I mean? So DC is good for that, man. Pixar, DreamWorks, they're good for that. These aren't just kids movies, bro. Like I mean, I watched what was it? What's the joint, man? Something versus the machines.
Oh, Alien versus Machines.
No. It was
robots versus aliens or something like that.
No, it was like Johnson's versus the Machines or something like that. Man, I don't know why I brought it up if I don't know the name of it, man. I apologize to everybody.
It's all good.
Watching and subscribe, bro. But it's a good movie, bro. It's like the Mitchells versus the Machines. Yeah, and it's like hilarious. I thought it was gonna be a kids movie. I was watching with my niece, bro, and I'm sitting here cracking up more than she is. I'm like, you don't get the jokes? Like, she's going over her head.
That's hilarious. Well, hey, we got the bad. I mean, you kind of threw this one in there, and this the Bad Guys official trailer. I haven't heard of this one. This looks dope. Is it already out?
It might have just dropped. I I don't know. I just when I seen it, I was like, yo, I want to watch this trailer. I haven't seen the trailer, obviously. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's good. I don't know what it's about. It just said bad guys.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we'll talk about it afterwards. I'm pretty sure it's out, but I like the trailer thumbnail, so I'm in it. So yeah, man, we're gonna get into the direction. The Bad Guys official trailer 1. Let's go.
Hey, you, get over here. Oh, I know what it is. You're afraid because I'm the big bad wolf, the villain of every story.
Duh.
And this is the crew: Mr. Tarantula, Mr. Shark, Mr. Piranha, Mr. Snake.
Everyone copy.
Copy. We're the bad guys.
It's crime time, baby. Shark. We need a distraction.
Do I get to improvise?
Fine, please be subtle.
I'm having a baby! Is there a doctor? Or perhaps several security guards that could leave their post and help me?
We're never given a chance to be anything more than criminals. But these are the cards we've been dealt. So
the animation's dope.
Here, let me help you. Are you okay, ma'am?
Thank you, dear. You're such a good boy.
Wait, what?
I'm the bad guy.
All good, brother?
All good, yeah. You ever wonder what it'd be like if the world wasn't scared of us?
Never gonna happen.
Guys, we're gonna go good.
Did you get hit on the head?
You villains have an image problem. You need a makeover.
So criminal.
Well, there goes our street cred.
Well, I'm tired of being an outcast. Maybe I don't want to be a bad guy?
You're going to have to choose between your friends or the good life.
They're the only friends I've ever had.
You have a chance to write your own story. What have you got to lose?
I don't know. My dignity?
Yeah, well, that ship has already sailed.
So you're a tough guy.
That one's just crazy.
That is an animal testing lab with helpless guinea pigs.
I'll rescue them.
You've never volunteered for anything.
Oh.
Come on, Snake, open up.
Relax. These doors are complicated. Snake!
Are you kidding
We're
me?
supposed to save them, not eat them?
Well, I'd say they'd gone to a better place.
I'm not bad side.
That's crazy.
I'm not bad side. I'm the bad guy.
DreamWorks was in April, so that joint about to drop.
Nah, this trailer came out in 2021.
Oh, I know. April of last year that the joint dropped.
No. Oh, there's a second trailer. What? Okay.
Yeah, I think the joint just said that it drops in April, like in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what I saw. I was watching the game on mute and I saw the trailer. I ain't hear it though.
Yeah. This is the second trailer, so we're gonna go in the trailer too.
On the outside, the 5 of you are villains, predators, remorseless sociopaths.
Oh, stop. You're making me blush.
We're the bad guys. And this is the crew. Mr. Snake, Serpentine, Safe Cracking Machine, imagine Houdini, but with no arms. Jackpot!
Yes!
Miss Tarantula, our in-house tech wizard.
Where'd you learn to do that? Mostly YouTube.
Mr. Piranha, he's
Mostly
brave, crazy. What's up, Papa? And Mr. Shark, master of disguise. His greatest trick, stealing the Mona Lisa disguised as the Mona Lisa. And rounding out the crew is me, the big bad wolf. We may be bad, but we're so good at it.
Awesome!
We're out of here. So long, suckers!
Don't win, no risk.
That's wild.
No! Wolf! If only we were given a chance to be anything more than criminals.
If you want to stay out of jail, you need to go good.
What are you doing?
We're gonna pretend to go good. The bad guys become the good guys so we can stay the bad guys. You know what I'm saying?
It's fantastic. Wolf, you're a genius.
Welcome to the first day of the rest of your best life.
Look, it's a cat stuck in a tree.
What does your heart tell you to do? A good person would
Smack it.
In it, stab it.
Saute.
It's so obvious. I want you to save it.
Oh,
Right.
Wow.
Here, the good guy. We're more than just scary villains. They love us.
You're such a good boy.
Maybe I don't want to be a bad guy.
No! We'll always be bad guys!
Let's try something simpler. I'm going to give you a push pop.
Just for me!
No, to share.
This is gonna taste extra sweet.
Nope! Sucker! That's it! I teach you to share!
Totally worth it.
Okay, so it's coming out next month.
Yeah, probably a couple weeks. I'll probably think early April type of thing. But
Yeah. Hey, yo, say hello to the bad guy.
yeah,
R.I.P. Scott Hall, man. R.I.P. Scott Hall passed away last week at some point, man. Rip to one of the best wrestlers of all time. But
oh, you talking about Razor Ramon?
Razor Ramon.
Yeah,
Hey,
niggas don't know him by his real name. You gotta say Razor Ramon, bro.
yeah. Well, Scott Hall was NWO. That's how. And NWO is, I think, the biggest. If not the, I mean, DX and NWO were like the big groups back in the day.
Yeah, I remember it was Razor Ramon and what was my man's
Hulk
name?
Hogan, Kevin Nash, Diesel, aka Diesel. It was X-Pac. That was the original NWO. And then that's when he stopped using Razor Ramon. He went to Scott Hall, and that's when he was,
I remember
he was he was always the bad guy though. He never, even when he was Razor Ramon or Scott Hall, he was always the bad guy.
What was the name of that video game, bro? You know what I'm talking about? Was it for the 64 where you could do the Royal Rumble? Was it called?
Yeah, you talking about No Mercy?
Is that the name of the game? Remember we used to play that joint all the time. It was like Royal Rumble. I thought it was called.
Oh, you talking about for like the 64? Or you talking about for
back in the day?
For 64 is No Mercy.
Okay.
No Mercy.
Regardless, I just remember, bro, we be on that joint forever, bro. Like just hours and hours, and like Razor Ramon, but X-Pac was my dude.
Yep.
Everybody loved. What was your boy's name? D. What was his name? What did you say? Nigga, I'm so bad with names, bro.
Oh, good, man. Don't even worry about it, bro. What did you think of the trailer? Talk to me about the trailer.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Anyways, man. Yeah, so this the thing, man. I'm a loyalist, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's Pixar or DreamWorks, bro. Gang. Pick one. You can't be on both sides. You can't be on both sides. This is a DreamWorks joint. The Lightyear joint is a Pixar joint. And this the thing. DreamWorks to me, I feel like we talked about DC and Marvel, and it's kind of like that. Like it's like Pixar to me sometimes be like Pixar got like Finding Nemo, that's cute. But then like when you see like what DreamWorks does, like they got Shrek, you know what I mean? They got the shits. So I think
Puss in Boots just came out with a trailer. I just did a reaction to that one, and that was huge. That was trending, probably one of the most higher trending videos this last weekend.
Yeah, man, I feel like this trailer looked dope, bro. Like, I mean, like I like the story. I think the story is original. It's unique. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The cast, I can already hear some of the voices and recognize them. Yep. Again, I'm terrible with names, bro, but I know it's 2 stand-up comics that I heard for sure. Yep. The Shark is that one dude, and then the Tarantula is that Asian chick. I don't remember her name, but she's like from Brooklyn or some shit. So yeah, it looked lit, bro. It looked dope. It's gonna be funny. I think I'm excited for it, man. Honestly.
Yeah, I thought, like I said, for me, I'm an animated guy. I love animated stuff. I love Aquafina. Aquafina is the tarantula.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I love animated stuff. I love DreamWorks stuff. I love Puss in Boots. I love Shrek. I love the Ice Age series. DreamWorks got their own lane. They created their own lane, dog. So for me, I like this premise. The bad guys going good or pretending to go good, but actually some of them are actually trying to go good. And it's gonna be a cool little family movie. We're gonna, pop some popcorn and you're gonna get some good laughs in. So Sam Rockwell is the Wolf, Mr. Wolf.
Yeah.
You have Craig Robinson, my brother.
The Piranha.
Yeah, he's Mr. Shark.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. And then Moran is Mark. Is it Mr. Snake? And then who else we got? Who's the Piranha cat? I think it was either Anthony Ramos think it might be Anthony Ramos. Either way, man, they got a nice little cast here. So for me, I'm with it. You know, I'm easy. I like these type of movies. They're super easy to me to just sit down and with my girl, some family fun. You know what I'm saying? You're not trying to get into anything super serious. And you don't want your, heart rate going super high with like thrillers or anything. You just want something nice, cool to laugh and have a good time too. Comes out next month. Maybe check that out. What did y'all think? Let us know in the comment section. We definitely will have more updates. We might even do a review of that one. I think that'd be dope to do a review of that one.
No, facts. Like I'm, bro. Like I again, man. I'm a movie buff, bro. Like these were all. I feel like all of these were very action. You know what I mean? Adventure. You know what I'm saying? And that's obviously one of the biggest genres. People love it, man. For me, like I really like the next few trailers. I'm like, let's get into some scary movies. Let's do, you know what I mean? Like really kind of switch it up. But all these look dope. My favorite one, or the one that I'm most excited to watch, probably I would say is gonna have to be Jurassic Dominion, man. All the ones we reviewed, bro. Like that one looks lit. It looks like the storyline's gonna be dope. The CGI, I'm like, bruh,
that's crazy, right? They like I said, technology comparatively. Like when you watch the first one, I want to watch the first one. Like I know this is a prop animal, or I know this is CGI. Now it's like I don't know, bro. This could be outside my house. I don't know. I have no idea.
Sure, bro. And for me, when I watch these type movies, like I think they got a new Terminator coming out, Terminator 7. Right.
Oh my god.
When I watch these type movies, I end up wanting to go back and watch all of them. Like I don't know what it is about that, but like I'll be like, yo, okay, before I go watch this Jurassic, I gotta go back and watch the first two plus the newest one plus the new. You know what I mean? Just to catch up because they be dropping little eggs in that joint. You know what I mean? That you wouldn't even notice. So like Dre said, man, y'all check out these movies, man. Let us know if you've seen the movie already, what you thought of it. If you haven't seen the movie, you know what I'm saying, what you think of the trailer. You know what I mean? Like man, engage with us, bro.
Yeah, we gonna keep it going, man. We'll keep it moving. We appreciate y'all. And transitioning to some sports now.
Okay, you got my attention. What's up?
Yeah. So we just hit March Madness. We're right in the middle of it. We're about to hit the Sweet 16. Okay. So I thought it'd be perfectly, what's the word I'm looking for?
Appropriate.
I think it'd be appropriate if we get into some. So there were two games that stood out this last weekend. Okay, and this is going to come out a little bit later, so some things that may have already unfolded by the time this comes up. But from our perspective in this day and time, St. Peter's versus Kentucky Wildcats.
Brackets have been busted, bro.
We're going to watch the highlights of that, and we're going to react to it, and we're going to have some commentary, and this is just some crazy stuff that's happening.
Didn't watch the game. That's the funny part. A lot of us didn't watch the game because we just assumed round of 64. Yeah. Nobody's bracket should really be busted, but every year this tends to happen. So there's
like two perfect brackets left or something like that, and that was as of yesterday. That's not including whatever happened.
There's games on right now. I'm watching. I'm in this podcast. Okay, like I'm
in this podcast, but I'm watching.
But I'm watching this Ohio State Villanova. Look like Villanova about to pull away with it right now. So let's get
Villanova. They're gonna. I feel like it's gonna either be Villanova and Gonzaga probably at the end.
Gonzaga, bro. Don't get me started, man. Go ahead and play this trailer, bro.
Yeah, let's get into this St. Peter's versus the Wild. St. Peter's versus Kentucky. Crazy upset. I haven't even seen this game yet. I'm excited to see it. I had a coworker go watch some games.
Across with Washington backing off a bit.
Yeah, trying to speed them up a little bit. Nice backdoor cut.
And there it is, rising up for the jam.
You knew right there.
A lot of Kentucky fans are building here, chanting right now.
Big Blue Nation. They like that on a special delivery.
Big man, go be big.
Kentucky.
The screen.
Washington, the drive, push shot, in and out, rebound. She went to vacuum, and a chance to the outside. And Grady tracks it down.
He was looking for a call on that offensive rebound.
Wheeler. Skywalker.
They're leaving that back door open every time.
All these highlights, then you look at the score, it's tied.
Right.
Nice cut.
Top end. The slammer.
Crazy.
Keep the ball moving for Mintz. Bounce it. Shibwe.
Let's go.
Turn. Baker is good.
And one.
It's a big body.
And Lee cuts the Kentucky lead to 3.
Nice move.
Mintz drives in.
Oh, and the one again.
And Washington, second defender is Brooks.
But St. Peter's just sticking around.
That's what I'm saying. All that shit look pretty, but
Hits the jumper.
They got guard play.
Shibwe
Kentucky got bigs, but
Rupert overplaying him defensively.
Peters got that guard
Wheeler
play.
drives in.
Woo, and one.
Come on, man. You got to get him off his left hand, bro.
For lead,
For real.
9 to shoot. Watched by Wheeler.
Oh, that's a great
Yakum.
screen. And, oh,
that's a huge shot, bro.
that is huge.
Tries to
51 seconds left.
Kicks it back. Grady.
Ooh.
Big one.
Bang, bang. Mike Breen voice.
Eder just made the big three. The drive.
In the
floater.
Oh
my God.
Wheeler, drive, stumble, dish. Washington fires. Nope.
Oh,
Overtime.
man.
That
overtime took the air out the sails.
You got a layup. Oh, he couldn't get rid of it.
Oh, took his cookies, dog.
Shibwe
How's the volume on your end? You can hear it?
Matchup zone. You notice with a lot of pointing, that means you pick up the next guy in your area.
Shibwe clears space.
Don't play the scoreboard if you're St. Peter's. Get something going towards the basket.
Nice screen.
Yes, it is. Same play.
Boom. That's the shit I be playing on 2K. I run that every time I can. Oh, come on. They're just better passers. They're just a better team. Kentucky has better athletes, but St. Peter's just a better team.
Peter's up by 5.
See that? He just, oh my God, he hit that. Wow.
Washington. Left. Washington makes the move towards the rim.
I'm in the corner wide open.
Bang, bang.
Jumper, Grady.
Oh, no, he hit.
Good
rebound.
Got it.
That's crazy.
By Mintz.
I think they could have got a better shot.
Homie was in the corner wide open.
Looks the jumper. No good.
Come on, bro.
You can feel the madness.
That's crazy.
Pulls off the upset.
Crazy. Wow.
The Peacocks.
Y'all got to eat that. Y'all got to eat that.
Facts. Definitely, man. I thought let's go ahead and get your initial reaction.
There's no reaction for that. What do you say to that? What do you say to that, bro? Like literally, there might have been 4 people on the planet that really believe that St. Peter's could pull that off. I mean, you know, I saw what do you call it? A little slide or whatever, and it was talking about like the amount of money that Kentucky put into their basketball program, the capacity of their gym. You know what I mean? Just David versus Goliath, bro. You know what I mean? David versus Goliath. And I think that, you know, anybody who's been in a fight, you know that as the fight prolongs, you start to feel like, oh shit, right? Like, especially if you're bigger, if you're stronger, if you're
supposed to win and the fight goes longer, it's just not.
You feel their confidence start to build, right? Yeah. And we talked about it. Those 2 threes by Homie is you can always. This is the thing when you have great players.
Down screen, bro. That down screen was every time.
Homie popped off them joints, balanced, stroked it. Okay, looking like a young Mark Price. But the thing is, when you look at the way that teams are built, the same thing applies in the NBA as in college, and that's you can have great players, but it does not translate necessarily to the defensive end. Great offense will come if you have great offensive players, but chemistry is built on the defensive end, getting stops together, right? Yeah. Because to get a stop, it takes all 5 guys. To score, you could do that with 1 guy. You know what I'm saying? You could score 1 guy, but to defend, it takes all 5 guys. And I think that's what you were watching. There's no way, absolutely no way, Kentucky should not be able to stop St. Peter's, who has no 5-star recruits.
And they're smaller. And they're a smaller team. And I agree with you because this is exactly what I said during the highlight. I said St. Peter had better guard play, but Kentucky their bigs by far are better and bigger, and their wings, they had better wings. But they were taking bad shots. They weren't bad shots. I wouldn't say they were taking bad shots. They weren't taking the best shots. I feel like it was a lot of ISO ball. Where St. Peter's a swing, down screen, boom. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but again, defensively, for St. Peter's to hold them to 79 points in overtime, these are, again, 3 5-star recruits, at least 2 NBA players on this team. Yeah. You know what I mean? So for them to be able to get stops on one end and then score on the other end, that's what I'm saying. Like, now we could talk about is Calipari worth the money? I'm gonna give you a big ass no. You're not worth the money. There's no reason why you should lose in the round of 64. Period. It can happen.
You make it to Sweet 16. That's tough. That's gonna hurt your draft stock.
What do you mean, bro? I mean, is he that good? That's my thing, bro. Like, and it's not even about him. This review is about that game. And in that game, you're out coached because not in the game. I didn't even watch the game. This is my first time seeing the highlights. I didn't know that they lost, but I know you were out coached because your boys didn't come ready. You should have been up by 20 at the half. Look, what are we saying right now, bro?
You took it for granted. They took it for granted. They thought they was gonna work. St. Peter's. Oh, this is a chip shot. You know what I mean?
Come on, bro. This is a tune-up game. This is a tune-up game. And then you go in there and they hit your ass with a couple yakums, and now you're trying to figure out how to get off the ropes. It's too late.
Too late. Yeah, I like their play selection. They figured out what they could do. Them down screens were working. They were swinging from from that corner, and they were crisp on their cuts. And the guard play, St. Peter guard play was nice.
And the mentality
and the defensive end. I feel like on the defensive end, they made better adjustments
because
at
every
the beginning
time
of the highlights, we saw both teams were attacking the basket, and then as the game went on, you started to see like Kentucky wasn't able to get those easy. It just seemed like they couldn't get those easy rebounds and convert because there was a bunch of and one plays, and then that all stopped in overtime and in the end of that second half. So for me, they St. Peter's picked it up defensively and without fouling. That's the big thing, without fouling, because those are bigger guys. So you could have really gotten foul trouble, but they were able to temper that, ride that wave to the end, and able to just close the door on them.
Especially in overtime, because a lot of times what you see is they just happy they got that far. Like the mentality is, we're not even supposed to be in this game. We didn't got into overtime with the, with a number one seed, a team that could very easily be the, NCAA champs.
Damn.
So to keep that mental focus, for that long, for the coach to be able to get that much out of, what he was working with. Because, again, man, no disrespect to St. Peter's, bro. Like, a hell of a win, but they're not qualified. You know what I'm saying? Like that win is completely a meltdown from Kentucky. And I watched the same thing when I want to say UNC and Duke played, and it was Coach K's last game in Duke, and everybody wants to be the hero. Everybody for Duke wants to be the hero, and then what ends up happening is there's no chemistry. The ball's not moving.
I saw a lot of hero ball. Yep.
Yeah, a lot of hero ball. And the same thing with Kentucky. Again, I only seen these highlights, but I will tell you that when they were down by, I want to say 5, they have the ball, homie's wide open in the corner. You know what I'm saying? But you again, man, it's like St. Peter's is moving the ball with purpose. Like they want to make sure they get the best shot.
There's energy in when they move it.
Facts.
And then not only are they moving the ball effectively, the off-ball play was huge. Setting down screens, like hard screens. Like we're not just going to go through the motions. We really about to put bodies on bodies. And they were the more physical team at the end, which is crazy because Kentucky was bigger. So you would think it'd be the opposite. But
their mentality was smaller. You saw it, bro. They were surprised it was going to overtime. Like if you rewatch the highlight when it was going into overtime, they were complaining about a call. They was upset. Like you could tell that they couldn't believe it's embarrassing, right? Like that the team took us into overtime when your mentality should have been just like in a UFC fight. Anybody can get knocked out at any moment. So the moment that you start respecting the motherfucker in front of you, thinking, "Oh, like he has nothing for me." Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like it could be you. So I was happy to see it happen, man. You know what I mean? Honestly, like I'm not a huge Calipari fan, or I'm not a huge fan of these coaches that get more praise than the players. Let me just put it that way. You know what I mean?
Bullshit. I think you got a point, and I think a lot of brackets are busted because of that. And I don't know, did your bracket get busted? Y'all let us know in the comment how that fucked your bracket up.
I know the answer. Yes.
For sure. Yeah, man. And I just to keep the momentum going, I don't have any other thoughts on that. I thought that was a great game. Shout out to St. Peter's. Man. Shout out to the new Blaq squad. We got to come up with a name for our squad. Like,
the Blackies.
What? I don't know. If I like that.
I'm joking, bro.
I'm like,
Man, that's gonna hurt 300 years.
I know you're joking, and it still felt wrong. I was like, damn. I know it was a joke, but damn, it hit me in my gut. Either way, y'all make sure you like the video, subscribe. We're gonna get into this next video, but yeah, St. Peter's versus Kentucky, wild game. But let's check out this Memphis versus Gonzaga. Hushmanzada, you know what it is. But yeah, man, I think it's gonna be Gonzaga is gonna be in the final. Villanova look good. When I watched them play, they look good.
I just watched them beat Illinois, and yeah, they Jay Wright keeps that squad ready, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. They look.
I fuck with Jay Wright. Jay Wright, he a quiet, kind of conservative guy. He don't really talk too much. Every year, his team's in the fucking Sweet 16 every year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He don't get the praise of the Caliparis or the Coach K's. You know what I mean? Villanova wasn't even a big school. You know what I mean? They wasn't even in that conversation for a long time.
Right.
So yeah, I'm definitely a fan of Jay Wright.
Yeah. Let's get this reaction going. Let's see.
And then shout out House of Highlights, bro. Every time I see a fly ass highlight reel, House of Highlights.
House of Highlights. Shout out to them. Shout out to them boys.
Big body.
Back them down. I'm just bigger. Oh wow.
In the tip.
Bigger than
I'm not giving you the ball either.
You know, Jalen Duren has not played against anybody like
that's wet.
Chet Holmgren.
Barely pressed his hand.
16 a short time ago here in Portland.
Jabby.
Nice
pass.
It is big. You look at them right now. They're big. I want to see what adjustments they. Oh, nice break.
That's bullshit. Now Gonzaga is one of the fastest teams in the country, if not the fastest.
Yeah, they pushed the ball.
That's why they was doing it to try to tire out these.
That's what I'm saying. After a while, man, you can't slow Gonzaga down. They're just running off the court.
And this dude right here, Chet Holmgren, is supposed to be a top pick.
Yeah, he posting up. You go already see
logo.
Ooh, that's deep.
The Curry effect.
Guards from Gonzaga much bigger. That was all
Okay.
a size shot right there. Williams drives in. Oh!
Hammers.
4 shots. 0 for 2 and 1 for 2.
Ooh,
don't do that, Chet.
Yeah,
It's
just
too light.
pace
It's too light.
this game, especially with Gonzaga looking like
This guy right here, listen to me, went ham, bro. From this point forward, went nuts.
If
Right.
he gets his fourth, then they'll have
Spin move. Ooh, that's that circle.
It really is. Rotate the stick.
Yeah. That 3/4 turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, Imani Bates.
That was nice. That was nice.
Baby Dirk.
Oh, that was.
Strother recovers off the mark.
There it is.
Chet Holmgren for the
He 8 feet tall, bro.
scored on his last 5
Was it that guy that got buckets?
No, it's True Timmy.
This guy.
Nice pass.
Moore. The ball's in the.
How tall is this guy? He's
Timmy and
tall.
Nembhard have played the entire second half. Bolton drives. Scoop shot.
Hey.
Good.
That's too easy.
Minutes to go.
Yeah, he's
Beat
fast.
Duren. Great matchup here. Duren and Holmgren.
You too little.
Holmgren to the floor. And the Timmy.
Oh, that was a charge?
Nah, flop warning.
For it. Holmgren got a hand on it.
Good defense.
Williams up.
Oh man, you just gotta keep playing.
down 5. You don't need a 3. You just need a basket.
Quinones will
Wet.
launch a 3.
Woo!
You got a foul. And then timeout.
To Williams. Quinones.
Not
Oh,
again.
that bad.
So, rebound underneath Williams. And Williams
Oh,
over to
dog.
Nolly. He's
And-
fouled by
oh, man.
Hometown. Or steal. Looks like they're starting a race.
Or foul.
Damn.
People are doing that a lot. We got to foul them.
Nembhard. And there's the foul. Lomax to midcourt to Nolly. Nolly over to Quinones. Nobody near him. Quinones misses. And
Even if they would have made it.
back to the Sweet
Even if
16.
they would have made it. Sweet 16. Go Zags.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good game. I think Memphis had a chance, you know what I'm saying?
They gave
played
themselves a
their-
chance for sure.
Yeah, they played their hearts out. I think that this is the problem for me with Gonzaga is, and I don't know this for a fact, so please fact check me, somebody, you, anybody.
Yeah.
Gonzaga is always ranked high, never wins. They never win the championship. Ever. Not in my lifetime. Not that I know of. Somebody told me the other day, they was like, no, when they had Jalen Suggs a couple years ago, I'm like, Gonzaga didn't win no championship, dog. Like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe
I
I'm
think
wrong.
they did win a championship. Let me see. I'll look that up right now, sir.
Yeah, because I would love to be wrong, but I don't
Gonzaga.
remember these boys winning though. Or you could just put the past NCAA champions. You know what I'm saying? Like who been winning them? Because I know every year they're nice. Every single year they got going back to when they had Adam Morrison. You know what I'm saying? Early 2000s, like you know what I'm saying? Like they always are ranked. They always have dope talent. And
Well,
then
they were in the championship. They just haven't won since the last
1912.
championship they were in.
1492.
They've never won an NCAA championship.
That's what I'm saying. I can't trust them. And I know they gonna win one eventually, you know what I'm saying? But like I just don't put no stock in them. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like every time I see them, they rank, they got talent, all that, but like they don't play nobody, bro. They up here, like I'm in Seattle, they up here, you know what I'm saying, just playing USC, Nevada.
Right.
Then they go play a team like like you said, Villanova, that's the East Coast team. You know what I'm saying? Or they go play somebody who plays tough talent every day, and I just feel like they start waning, bro. And maybe that's just me. I would love to see them win one. I just don't put no stock in it. I really wanted to see Memphis win that game because I want to see Penny and Jawan Howard go to the Sweet 16. But I'm a little biased. I know y'all hear that in my voice. I don't trust them. You know what I mean? Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just.
I don't blame you, man. I don't think there's really much to argue with if they're not proven. And when you're not proven, you're in. It's just hard when you're not proven and you're trying to get on the board.
Prove it, huh?
Not just that, but it's like you're considered one of the most esteemed basketball programs in the nation without ever actually having anything to show for it outside of. It doesn't take away other championships, whatever conference you're in, whatever it might be really tough. But yeah, Gonzaga still they got a lot to prove, especially after losing the way they lost last year.
Facts.
They got a lot to prove, and I think they're coming in. I think they're on a crash course to Villanova. Them and Villanova, unless they're on the same side of the bracket, which could be completely the case. I have no idea.
I don't know what the brackets look like.
I haven't checked the brackets at all.
But I know you still got. I'm watching Michigan State Duke right now. Michigan State's up 9-4 first half, but teams left that are kind of scary. You know what I'm saying? As far as like what you say, okay, like timeout, like this is a different level.
Yeah.
You know Duke gonna be there. I think because I'm watching this game. Team Michigan State serious, but it's a lot to sort out. After today, I think we'll have the Sweet 16 set.
That's what I'm saying. You really can't start talking who you predicting until you get to that Sweet 16. At least for me, like you might have your brackets and everything set up, but I'm not talking about it until we get to the Sweet 16.
Some motherfuckers saying Kentucky winning it. So
yeah, and I wouldn't have blamed them. Like they shouldn't have lost. That was just a bad loss. But that's the thing about the tournament is any given team can win. There's only one. There's no 7-game series,
and that's the funny thing. Yeah, that's what I love about the tournament. And what you notice is to win the tournament, you got to have a killer on your team. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Period. Like every year, every single time, because it's a one game. Every game is do or die. Yeah. So you don't get another crack at it. You got to have somebody on your team that just won't lose, bro. And in that Gonzaga game, it was your boy Timmy. I don't remember his first name, but bro, I watched the game. Homie had that headband on. You know what I'm saying? He combed his beard out before the game. He was ready, and he put up numbers. So we're going to see, man. It's going to be interesting. But, we rolling. Maybe we rolling. You know what I'm saying? I love talking sports, man. I know we got some football stuff. I know we have more basketball.
We want to talk about NCAA. We want to go in the NBA because right now we have to talk about LeBron getting to the second all-time points list. Let's check out that highlight. Let's go ahead and see it. Try out the house of highlights, by the way. But yeah, let's go ahead and check out this. There's the Washington versus the Lakers.
Now, full disclaimer: the Lakers caught another L. So
we kind of this isn't about the Lakers. It's about LeBron's accomplishment. At this point, we don't. We know the Lakers may not even make it to the play-in. That's just real at this point. I have no clue where this team's going to end up in a playoff hunt. But that's neither here nor there. That's not our problem. That's theirs. Let's get it.
In that 9-10 race in the play-in situation.
Crazy, bro. Second all time. Ooh, good cut.
Andy Johnson's game is so ugly, bro.
It is.
Washington. Only OKC has
Austin.
I like Austin Reeves, man.
You have to.
Every time he touched the ball.
He's a dog.
Yeah, he's the only one out there.
That the New York fans would do that to him. LeBron,
nice. See, that's what they need more of. I don't really ever see Westbrook crash into the paint like that.
Don't do that, bro. We'll talk after this, bro. You're not gonna do that.
He's like, I'm not gonna let you slander him like this.
Nah, bro.
Right there. Oh, good take.
This man is 37. He is a geriatric legend at this point.
It don't make no sense. Ooh, that should have been a foul.
If we've got this scenario, Washington lost at the guard last night.
Swagoo.
Caught them. But last time they met, LeBron dropped 50 on them.
Break.
Rebound. Threads it right.
There you go. You got to keep Monk in the offense. I don't care what you do.
I don't know.
You don't know?
We'll talk. We'll see. I mean,
Melo, he's done everything you asked him to do this year. I feel bad for him. We can't catch a break.
Only a minute 15 remaining. Here's Avia, little shovel under the counter, and he throws it down.
They just be leaving her feet for no reason.
From downtown, rolls around and comes out. Boy, that's tapped all the way to Russ. To LeBron.
Woo!
Let's get that play
Hallelujah.
last night. The importance of it makes a difference in Russ.
Lakers are by 10 at this point.
Yeah, dog, and they end up losing this
And
game.
you see what it is. How many jump shots have you seen? A couple. Everything's
wet. Yeah, they just been attacking the basket, and then they always get away from it. It's like y'all not a 3-point shooting. That's why that bullshit right there. You see LeBron do it, now everybody else is trying to.
LeBron can take any shot he wants, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Good, everybody else needed
it. Step back from. That's insane.
Man, this man came in the league with no jumper, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Like you said, Stu.
And he's a legitimate threat from the perimeter. You can't leave him no more.
No, he's a knockdown shooter at this point.
Yeah.
Look at this jab step.
Taking that time by.
It's not even a score first guy.
Original pick of Detroit.
Wow.
Good shot by KCP in rhythm.
That's how they see him again.
And he can do that still in year 19. Crazy.
From Akron, LeBron James has come into the nation's capital and has passed the mailman, Karl Malone.
Mailman.
Reeves.
Oh.
Drive kick. Russ sees a seam.
Okay, that was the right play because you don't want him shooting.
Back to play defense. A little smile on his face. Westbrook has 10. 1 of 2 Lakers in double.
That back door, dog. Like,
it's a great way to get it.
There we go.
From Russ ahead of the pack is Malik. Defense.
Woo! That was nasty.
Malik's trying to get a
nobody for the Lakers.
The Lakers have really taken a deep sigh on the defensive end. They have not.
Washington shooting 44%. Carmelo.
Okay, that's a good pass, Butter.
This game has been under their control, so important to keep it at that level.
Yeah, we'll see right here as right out the gate.
Yeah, dog.
Stanley Johnson comes out with a steal.
How do you lose this game?
Especially when you don't have any defender in front of you equally as big.
Especially off that's a good. See,
12.
we need more of that.
For the Lakers, 27 for Washington.
And one.
If you notice, they got LeBron in this. At least they got LeBron at 5.
Yeah, they've been playing LeBron at the 5 all year.
Monk finds himself open and scoring. Boy,
Kaz trying to keep him in front of him.
Make sure my shit not muted.
Pope.
Oh, that's wet. KCP, he's having flashbacks.
Atlanta for sure. Here, DC. THT. LeBron.
Dang, he's just pulling up.
Score.
Only 3 assists away from a triple as he just picked up.
I wonder where he's at with the Kareem. How far he is from Kareem.
He said he should hit it like in the middle of next season.
No, you're right. I mean, that was some recognition.
He's a slow getting up. Power play, 5-on-4.
Wow. Oh. Come on. Box
They don't play defense, bro. They don't play no defense.
To have lost 6 games in
Frank Vogel going, he getting fired like a motherfucker. I'm talking about the day after the end of the season. He fired.
Give up just too many offensive rebounds. Night after night.
Why are we collapsing?
Where is the defense?
Why are you collapsing?
6 to shoot.
Ish Smith ain't no threat nowhere on the court.
Not known for their defense.
Woo! That was nice.
That breaks down when they get the basketball. It's back and forth, but the metronome goes. Westbrook.
All right, Westbrook. That's what you're supposed to do.
3rd game of the 4-game
That's your
road
shot.
trip.
Take that.
Russ, you hear the crowd. Now
Swing, swing, bang, bang.
For the late show. Self-foul trouble here in the 4th.
DeMarco.
All the way. Oh, he spun it in.
That was nice.
Yeah, that was good defense too.
It's a 5-on-4.
Oh.
Nobody stopped the ball.
Yeah, I can feel them taking the air out themselves. Ooh. Oh my gosh, what's happening?
They can't stop the penetration. Yeah, you got to use this one, guys.
Not at all.
That's
Damn.
a travel, bro.
I thought it was. Gonna bully that man to the.
Smith nearly traveled and nearly threw it away. And
No, Brownie.
They just keep, bruh, and you can't get the rebound.
Nobody was close.
Dog.
Can't score. LeBron challenges.
Bang.
Yet they
Casey.
get a third
Oh no.
chance from Satoransky. Quarter.
But he definitely can't rebound small ball.
It's been the story of this
Westbrook. Okay, he hit it.
Everybody was surprised.
They right up the breath. You know, Washington was ready. Oh.
Long time
Porzingis.
thought they were going to get with the other foul. So here we go.
Porzingis is actually showing up in Washington.
And LeBron's under the basket, and he
Yeah,
scores.
there was no question.
Game on the road against a quality team.
Well, forget Toronto.
This match.
You're talking about blowing a 16-point lead.
And Porzingis throws it down.
They have no answer for him.
Where was the rotation on that?
KCP.
Don't matter. They ain't had no answer for him.
There.
Avdia.
Woo!
Score. You're down 6. There's under a minute to play.
Bang,
Malik
bang.
in there.
Woo!
Clutch 3 for Monk. Mello. Satoransky with the basketball. Satoransky trying to get into
Bang,
it.
bang.
Porzingis
Yes,
a
game.
three. He's doing it all for the Wizards.
I told you.
Porzingis, man, getting his groove back. Oh, that's heartbreaking.
They seemingly
We'll
were
talk about it.
totally in charge.
I'm glad Kuz got to see his dog. Yeah, the Lakers ain't going. They ain't making it, bro. I'm calling it now. They're not gonna make it the plan. And I might be overreacting or whatever the case is, but
No, nigga, they're underperforming. They're trash. I hate it because it's like this is the blemish on. It ain't LeBron's fault in totality, but I'm just.
he has a part. He plays his part. I feel like the coaching. I feel like Blaq is the biggest culprit of all this. He's not really, he hasn't really done his job well as a GM. I think coaching, you got to just change it up. Frank Vogel's moniker is defense, and you can't stop a damn runny nose. It's just one of those situations where all across the board is just bad.
For sure. They're all across the board, and that's what chemistry does, right? It's like that's how momentum works. And when shit's going good, everybody eating, everybody getting fat, nigga. The games are easier. All of a sudden, you start getting those dives on the floor. I ain't seen not one Laker dive on the floor all season. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't watched every game. I'm sure a few of them have, but the idea is that the atmosphere, the culture there is non-existent. The culture for let's say a Miami, which is an easy one, or the Spurs, these are easy. We understand the franchises themselves, the Patriots. When you go to certain franchises, there's a culture built there. There was a culture with the Lakers. There was a culture. But now if you look at everybody's gone. The Kobe's, the Shaqs, the Magic Johnsons, when I'm talking about Magic Johnson as a general manager, they're gone. So now who's going to hold the culture? LeBron. It has to be LeBron. And that's why I said, I don't really blame Russell Westbrook for anything other than coming to a team that he doesn't fit. You know what I'm saying? He's done everything that they asked of him. It's not working. Like you said during the highlight, he should be attacking the basket. It's like, of course, he should be cutting harder, right? Doing these things, right? Like he hasn't played well. I agree with all that. But when I look at the Lakers as a whole, I feel like right now they're in the 9 seed. I would like to see them not make the playoffs. Problem is, their draft pick ain't theirs this year, so even a losing season doesn't help.
They don't have drafts until 2020.
Yeah, nigga, until
24. I think 2025 is when the next. They still have one they haven't traded yet, but I can see them doing something stupid and trading for it.
Nigga, I would trade Rob Pelinka for a new workout equipment at this point. You know what I'm saying? Anything. Nigga, just get this nigga off the roster, bro. And if I was LeBron, I would trade LeBron. To be perfectly real with you.
I would trade Anthony Davis over LeBron.
Anthony Davis is not even 30.
Anthony Davis can't play because he is always hurt. Not that he's not good. I'm not saying he can't play, but who's more durable? Who can you count on?
All the time catches up with everybody. I see LeBron. I want to see LeBron break the scoring record. So I hope he does stay healthy. But if it's me, I trade LeBron because he's worth more. Even if you bring back stuff like now, who would you win a championship with this year? LeBron. If you could trade AD for some shooters, nigga, some wing help, you know what I mean? Yeah, because you got to compete with Golden State, even the Nuggets at this point. The Memphis Grizzlies, they all got shooting, all of them. And the Lakers have no shooting. Malik Monk he's decent. Austin Reeves decent. They don't have no knockdown shooter.
Ellington was supposed to be that, right? Ellington was supposed to be that knockdown shooter, and I don't think
when you said that early in the season, I was like, when has this man ever been? He's always been a 40% free 3-point shooter for sure. Like he's a shooter. But my thing is like, is he a game changer? No, he's not a game changer. I'm talking about a game changer 3-point
He's a
shooter.
good compliments player for it. Yeah, it's just tough, man.
It sucks. I'm tired of talking about the Lakers. I have no more breath left to even talk about these lame. Like they're trash, bro. Like they're trash, and a lot
They're
of
not getting any better. No matter how much we try to hope and wish and put them in.
I would rather see the Spurs make the playoffs. I think right now the Lakers are 9 and the Pelicans are 10, and they're separated. The Lakers, the Pelicans, the Spurs are separated. Last time I looked, by like the Lakers have 30 wins. The Pelicans, it's based off losses actually, but
I think Popovich, I think he's coming down to his like last part of his career. And
I wouldn't be surprised if he retires this year. He didn't broke the record. There's nothing left.
Did you see him like wink after he got kicked off?
Bruh, legend.
He's an OG in the game. Not care. Basketball wise, I think we both agree that it's probably going to be between the 3 teams are gonna either win or be in the championship, right? We have Milwaukee, we have the Nets, and we have the Warriors, and we have, I said 14. I said 3 teams, 4 teams, and then the Suns. Those are 4 teams that we're looking at, in my opinion. Yeah. And maybe rotating outside of that is the Sixers. But that's really
on the East, and then in the West, Memphis. I think that those are 2.
I think Memphis is a good dark horse, or Dallas. I think Dallas is a great dark horse because they're playing great basketball at the time.
Man, and you really can't bet against Luka, like I said, bro.
They just beat the Nets. Dinwiddie hit him with that, you know.
Yeah. And that's why I said, bro. I was like, if somebody told me right now, 2 months from now, man, can you believe Dallas won one and Luka averaged 45, 10, and 10? I'll say, yeah. I can't believe that. You know what I'm saying? He's that good, and it's kind of scary, honestly, that he hasn't even really hit his prime. He's like 23.
No,
and,
he definitely hasn't hit his prime yet. He's not even close to hitting his prime yet.
And he's already dominant. Like, god damn. I feel like he's the next one up. I love Milwaukee. I love Giannis. I think Giannis is pretty much ceilinged out, but he's going to ride this for another 5 to 10, barring any injuries. Like, he'll ride it.
You think he's ceilinged out?
Yeah. What is he going to get better than he is now?
I think so.
In what way?
His shooting, I think he's going to become a more efficient shooter and a more efficient post player.
For sure.
I feel like that's those major holes in his games, and I think we've seen a little bit of that develop in the last year's finals and even into this season. He's not rushing anymore. He's not just jacking up shots. He'll take 2 in the first half, and then he'll just break your ass down on a break.
No, for sure, but my thing is that his game is really predicated on that rebounding. He likes to snatch the board, run with it. So he's going to score before you set your defense. If you notice, when the defense is set, his numbers drop significantly. And this is just me watching the game. You know, I ain't seen no
defense when you get to see it.
Because he don't have, and we knew this about him from the jump, he don't have no go-to moves. So when you say get better, I'm like, that's one thing that is a feel type of thing, you know. And for a lot of the players that come over from other countries, they don't play that growing up like we do over here. You know what I'm saying? They play soccer, they play a bunch of different sports, and then somebody comes and grabs them and says, yo,
you need to play.
You should be hooping. You know, look at Embiid. Embiid said he didn't touch a basketball until he was 16. Now you've seen him, and it's like he's an anomaly. He's a unicorn. You know what I'm saying? He don't even know he shouldn't be doing what he's doing. Kevin Durant been playing basketball his whole life, and he looks like it. He dribbles like it. He shoots like it. So when I see Luka, I'm like, his ceiling is so high because he's going to become a better shooter, and he's going to, you know, he takes over games in a lot of ways that is not predicated on speed. It's not predicated on, you know, and so in the half court,
he's low key physical, more physical than he's credit for.
He reminds you
he gets you in the post, and he's technically a, you know, obviously he's more of a wing, but he plays that guard position. He gets smaller players, gets those mismatches, backs you down, takes.
He's a point forward for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
He's a point forward. But when you look at Giannis, you know what I'm saying? I feel like Giannis has ceiling down in the sense that, like, and now I'm wrong. Let me restate it. He hasn't ceilinged out. I just think that
he has he's still raw. He still has a lot of rough edges, and he's still dominating.
I just don't see him getting the feel for the game any better. If you take away Giannis's defense, if you said, okay, he's an average defender because we know he's an elite defender. If he was an average defender, he wouldn't even be an all-star. His offense is not what carries him. It's the two-way thing. It's the fact that he's 6'11" and can push the rock. But in the half court, he does not have a go-to move. He doesn't break down. That's why we were all surprised in the finals when all of a sudden he's doing sky hooks and you know what I'm saying, up and under.
He's doing shit. I'm like, he post, turn around, jumper. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I think the things that can make him go to that next stratosphere of like, okay, now we're talking about the, you know, Kareem's, the Mikes, is if he starts hitting 70% of his free throws on average, you know what I'm saying? Like if he can maintain that, and if he can get some go-to moves in the half court, I feel like then you're gonna say, okay, he's unstoppable. Right now, if you can slow down that fast break, bro, all of a sudden Giannis is not so scary, bro. You still gotta box him out. He averages damn near like fucking.
That's what happened that year that Miami beat him. In the bubble, is they basically got him to the half court set and
now beat us.
Yeah, and Giannis got he couldn't do anything. He didn't have enough to.
He's gonna have to do the same thing this year. Like, you know, Andre Drummond is not a good matchup, but Bam Adebayo is. So I think it depends on the matchups. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that nobody's really gonna want to go out to the 3-point line and defend him like that. Not Embiid, not Giannis. And if you look at the way those teams are set up, the Sixers and Milwaukee specifically, they don't have depth at that position. Like, I think that's why they went and got Serge. They was like, okay,
that's a great pickup too on the especially for the defense end. Like you need a type of player to kind of give Giannis a little bit of cushion on that defense, like that.
Exactly. Because it's gonna be interesting though, man. And then you know, like we said in the West, you know, they didn't got Dre. The Warriors didn't got Dre back,
but Steph Curry's out.
I know, bro.
So he's hurt, and now that kind of ruined the chemistry they were trying to build up to. But now you got. I think there's just two ways to look at this. Two ways to look at this, in my opinion. Right? You have an ability to give Steph a little bit of rest before the playoffs and get some fresh legs, because we've all know that Steph, when he hits the playoffs, he tends to get burnt out by that final round to the final conference round to the finals, right? He's pretty burnt out. That's how LeBron's able to abuse him in that finals, is just put a body on him and then he just shoots himself into a funk. It's really weird when he gets into more those bigger games, not because he's not made for it, but there's a smaller player, and those games and those minutes add up. And it's nice to have a bigger body to kind of absorb that impact. When you're small like Steph and you just taking hit after hit, you tend to be burnt out by the time those bigger games come. So I'm not knocking him for it, but that's just a pattern that I've noticed. I'm not saying he's not clutch. I don't want nobody killing me, all right? But that's just how I look at it. So you give him some time to rest before the playoffs, and you let Clay get his groove back with Dre and get him implemented. You get Wiseman back. So by the time playoffs come, they're acclimated. Right, you allow Jordan Poole to get his rhythm back, which would be nice because you're going to need him, and you allow Kuminga to get some more minutes. And like you said, he allow him to carve out his own role. But then there's the other aspect of it is like you don't have Steph Curry, and the shit could completely just sink. Clay is sealing it out. He's not going to get any better. Draymond is still working through his injuries, and Jordan Poole or Kuminga really don't turn out the way you need him to be without Steph being on the floor, because they allow,
it's going to get tighter, bro. When Curry's on the floor, I mean, again, this is having Jerry Rice out there demanding a double team, even a triple team sometimes. Yes. So it's like it makes it easier for everybody. So I think that the Warriors definitely are, it's not good, but I do think that there's a team that we forgot to mention, and that is the team that beat them that night, Boston. You know what I mean? Boston's defense is coming. That. They held them to a season low for the half. You know what I mean? Like their defense is like that, and I like the way they play. I like that they have a closer in Jason Tatum. They have they have multiple lockdown defenders from Derek White, Robert Williams, Marcus Smart. Even Jaylen Brown and Tatum to a certain extent are good defenders. I wouldn't necessarily say great, but on any given night they could be great. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at the
man. Boston's, we talked about it. Boston, Jason Tatum. I think their two wings are good, better. I don't know who was saying to trade them. It just doesn't make sense.
I think that was prior to this year. For a while, they were saying to expedite the title run. Jason Tatum is like that. But I'm like, I think Jaylen Brown fits in perfectly. And what are you going to get that's going to make you that much better? I mean, the only way I trade I'm not trading Jason Tatum, but the only way I would trade Jaylen Brown is if I'm getting elite talent that I felt like was like when they were talking about Ben Simmons, where it was like, I can see that, but the problem is Jaylen Brown can give you what Ben Simmons gives you, not maybe at that level night in, night out defensively, but
it gives you some type of offense too.
Exactly. That's what you cannot get, the two-way wing like that. I mean, what are you going to get? That's my thing. Like, unless you're telling me
his position and those are premium, those are like high demand players.
Absolutely.
So you got
two-way wing, 6'7", 6'8", like defending multiple positions, switchable, on a decent contract. Like, bro, like, what are you going to, again, unless you're telling me you can go get me Damian Lillard, or I'm talking about top 5 players, right? Where it's like, okay, I'm going to put a package together to go get, you know what I'm saying, a top 5 talent. But again, Anthony Davis. Okay, let's talk. But even then, it's like Mr. Glass, bro. Like, you trade him for a player that might play for
that actually isn't a bad proposal. That's not a bad proposal.
The defense that they have, Jesus Christ, with him and Robert Williams, it would be like, oh my God. Then Marcus Smart locking shit down. All of a sudden, you get Jason Tatum's can now take 30 shots a night, bruh. It's a great trade.
That makes both teams exponentially better. And I don't know. Maybe it's because I don't really believe in Anthony Davis anymore. I think he's on a downward part of his career. He just can't stay healthy. And
but with the defense that they have a chance to really be one of those great all-time great defenses. I mean, even if you trade for Rudy Gobert, it's like he's always on the court. He's not hurt like that. You know what I'm saying? And then you look at what that gives you. But with the way that the teams are playing right now, he's about to become a fossil. Where it's like you can't shoot, bro. Like you're like on the court, you might be a 3-time defending, defensive player of the year, but you can't shoot the ball. And I think that's where even Robert Williams has a little mid-range jump.
You got something, you got something.
So, man, I don't want to talk too much longer about the NBA. We have to talk about this.
We've got it. Just quickly before we get off this, we got to definitely touch on the NFL. There's a few things that's happening in the league. First things first, let's talk about that trade for Deshaun Watson. Shout out to the Browns, man. They pulled the trigger, and I think it was the move of the decade.
You don't think 4 number ones is too much?
If it was, let's say, not for the Browns, because look, what you've been having this. You've had first round draft picks for the last 10 years, and what has it gotten you?
Dookie.
so you might as well go get somebody that can produce. You know what I'm saying?
Sure, what we see is teams get gutted when they do this, but I will say
they're already gutted. They're gutted just because of the Browns.
Facts. Nobody wants to be there. Now you have a chance to recruit other players who want to play with a great player. But I will say, and I said 4 number ones. I think it was 3 number ones, but I'm including Baker Mayfield, who was a number 1 pick.
But he wasn't in the package.
No. I'm saying, but now you have to get rid of him. So this is another number 1.
Great asset, though. That's smart on their part. They got Deshaun Watson without trading Baker Mayfield. Now they can put Baker on the market.
Now a lot of people are saying that Baker Mayfield might end up in Seattle. And listen, best fit. Don't you do that. Case scenario. I'm a Seattle fan. I hate Baker Mayfield, but let's not forget Baker Mayfield was very productive the year before this one. Very productive. Was a Pro Bowl caliber quarterback the year before this one. So that might be the best fit for him to go somewhere where there's no expectations, there's no superstars. You and DK Metcalf can work it out. All you're gonna give up, and honestly, when you look at what Seattle got back for Russell, they have shit. The most I'm giving up for Baker Mayfield is 2 number 2s. The most. And I'm not even trying to do that. I'll give you a 2 and a 5.
If that, I was gonna say that 5th rounder might be in that package with a 2.
But just to get him before, because I don't want to use, and we talked about this, it might have been off air, but I wouldn't want to use my number. I think they have the number 9 pick this year after that trade.
Yeah.
I would not want to use that on a quarterback. Period. Why? When you can trade a 3 and a 5 for a former number 1 pick. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, then you can build your team. You know what I mean? And it's like with a number 9, I'd rather get a franchise tackle, a franchise safety, a franchise linebacker, something like that. Something that's really gonna make a difference. You know what I'm saying? And I think that you have a better shot if you're shooting for franchise talent when you start doing those type of positions. Quarterback is too much weight, and it rarely balances out when you try to put that much on a quarterback.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, you look at that, it really happens, and I hope it doesn't happen. I don't like Baker Mayfield. I think you have a better chance with Kaepernick. Like at this point, like Just
Oh, you
don't.
serious?
I'm dead ass serious. Kaepernick in Seattle would be lit.
This man hasn't played in 5 solid years. You think he's
And I
better?
still take him over Baker Mayfield. That's how I feel. I just don't Baker. I just don't. Or Jimmy, like you said, Garoppolo. I'll take Garoppolo over.
Oh, that would be my number one shot in the door. But I think they say Pittsburgh got a shoe in for him.
Well, Trubisky's in Pittsburgh now,
and
I believe he's going to be the starter.
If
he got Mason Rudolph as the backup, I think once they got Trubisky, once they got Trubisky, I'm thinking that they no longer have plans of bringing Garoppolo in.
You're wild.
Now
you take him because you got to start to shore up that position. You have nothing. If your number one starting the season is Mason Rudolph, y'all didn't do y'all job. So if you got Mitchell Trubisky as your number one, I'm not mad at that, but you got to bring in somebody to compete. You know what I mean? Like if you can get Garoppolo now, Mitchell Trubisky, you know what I'm saying? That's a good fit. Like I like that as your 1 and 2. It's like cool. You got that shored up, no problem. But yeah, I'm with you. I think Trubisky is not the worst number one.
He's not the worst number one. He's definitely not a. I don't know. Maybe
he's not a threat, bro.
He's not.
He's not a threat.
You don't fear him. You don't fear him like young Ben Roethlisberger, man. I remember I was talking to somebody at work about young Ben was a problem.
Bro, this man was a made-up character on fucking Madden, bro. He wasn't even realistic. 6'5", 240. I remember watching.
He was Josh Allen before Josh Allen.
Yeah, Josh Allen was mobile though, like that. Like that's the only difference. I think that's what really makes Josh Allen a unicorn. Like I see this man take off running, I'll be like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like I don't be moving like this, bro. Like this nigga is skating up the field. Like
that's how big he is.
Yeah, and it has a cannon. Ain't scared of shit. Got the mentality of a champ. He's gonna get him one, bro. He's gonna get him a chip, bro.
They just got Von Miller, and I think they got
a huge steal.
That's a big one, especially in that conference. That's gonna be. Well, they got that conference pretty shored up. I don't really see the New England being too much of a threat next year. They just got rid of their all pro safety or corner, excuse me. They're gonna have some issues on the defensive side. I feel
aren't we forgetting the defending division champs?
The Bills?
The Bills didn't win. I thought the Bengals won that division.
No, the Bengals are in the division with the Steelers, Ravens, and the Browns, and the Bills are in the division with the Dolphins, New England, and the Jets.
Okay, you're absolutely fucking right then.
Yeah, so that's the AFC East, and then the AFC East and AFC North. So 2 different conferences, but yeah, I do agree with you. Those are the AFC East is going to be a problem now because you got Lamar Jackson, you got Deshaun Watson,
Joe Burrow,
you got Trubisky, and then you.
But we laughing now, and you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if he have a comeback, bounce back.
And you got Joe Burrow. So that's a stacked conference right there because there's 3 out of those 4 quarterbacks can go take you to the promised land.
Mm-hmm.
We know Joe Burrow can. We know Lamar Jackson's on his way up, and then Deshaun Watson is Deshaun Watson. And Trubisky is, he's that outlier.
I think my homeboy was saying Deshaun Watson might be facing suspension.
Yep, probably. Yep.
I don't get that. I'm like, how do I not get no criminal charges, but then y'all? Anyway,
it don't make sense. I agree. It don't make no sense.
I don't get it. Like y'all gonna do an investigation more thorough or something? Like what the fuck?
It don't make no sense.
They said because of a code of conduct or something like that.
Probably. Just the fact that they popped up and now, I don't know, man. And it feels weird like that. It's like they got their own laws and regulations over there. So it's weird how I remember they made a comment about the NFL suspending players for less than they stay, because Ridley got suspended for the season because of the betting, and they like how you get suspended more for betting than you do for whooping a woman's ass.
Yes.
It was just like this. We got questions. NFL has always been questionable in regards to their policies and procedures.
For sure, bro. And then they got so many. I mean, I hate to bring it up, bro. I really do. This ain't even what we talking about, but just like that, a lot of it is racial, bro. Like when I watch, like for instance, and listen, Ray Rice, you fucked up your whole career. Dog. Part of your whole career, bro. But when I watch Ray Rice, I'm like, what? Why is his shit so bad? But then you watch somebody like, what was the Browns quarterback? Before, what's the kid out of Texas Tech? I think it was, or
I think I know what you're talking about. You talking about the quarterback? Or you talking about the kicker for the Giants?
The quarterback. It was the kid, bro. It might have been. I might have the college wrong. It might have not been Texas Tech. It was somewhere out of Texas, but either way, bro. The whole Johnny Manziel. Yeah, it was like Johnny Manziel multiple times, bro. Still in the league. He was still hooping. Like I'm like, what? Like, so you know. And then you got motherfuckers like I want to say the hardest goon of all time was, what was your boy's name from the Patriots? He was basically a motherfucking Suge Knight, bro.
Oh shit! You talking about Vince Wilford?
No, not him. He was a goon though.
He was a goon. I was like,
I was talking about your boy that actually got locked up.
Oh, Hernandez. He was a prison guy.
A whole goon, bro. Like, I'm watching.
He was really about that life.
I'm watching this shit and I'm like, this is the epitome of stupidity. Like when you say like, bro, leave the streets alone. Niggas just can't do it. That's the subject for another day, bro. You know what I mean?
No, for real, it really is. I think a lot. I think, that definitely is a conversation for another day. We could definitely get into it. Overall, though, kind of putting a pin on everything.
Yeah,
Deshaun Watson to the Browns is big. I don't really think there was anything.
Okay,
big.
but this is the last question. We got to wrap this up. How many wins do the Browns? Can you add to the Browns? I think they went 9 games this year, 9-8. Something.
They at least give you. I think they win like 8 or 9 wins. I think.
What do you think? In that conference, they're probably what? The second best team?
I think they're the third best team.
You think that the Ravens?
I think the Ravens and the Bengals are a better team.
I think the Bengals take a step back this year coming up.
Yeah, I think
they didn't do anything to really change much. Motherfuckers gonna be ready for that Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow connection. They still gonna put up numbers, but I think
they need a line. I think they draft a line. They draft him some protection because he's running for them.
Well, yes, but they also gonna have a very tough schedule, bro. They went to the.
They went to the Super Bowl. Yeah, they're not going back.
They're not going back. They might not make the playoffs. That's not rare to see in the NFL when you get that playoff schedule. You got to play everybody that made the playoffs plus everybody in your conference twice. It's like, bro, like the Browns, I think, are going to be a surprise. They're not going to win shit. I'm not expecting them to be like elite or dominant or contend, but I think that adding Deshaun Watson, you know what I'm saying, it's a breath of fresh air.
That's at least 10 games. What do you say?
That's what I was going with it. I would say 10. I think you're a few games above 500, and that's actually commendable. I think
you get the wild card.
There you go, and then you lose in the first round to say Kansas City. Like, you know what I mean? Like, who fucking knows? But yeah, man, yeah, it's interesting, bro. We had more shit to talk about, but it's looking like this gonna be the end of the new Blaq. You know what I mean? For today,
we're running out of
time. You know what I mean? As usual, bro.
There's a lot to talk about. We did some new content, so we got some cool. We might separate this from the reactions. Just drop this off the strength of just a podcast, and then do the
timestamp shit.
Yeah. So I hope y'all enjoyed today's video, man. Make sure y'all go on that. Like I said, like this video, subscribe. You haven't subscribed, comment. Let us know what y'all think about this NFL news. Deshaun Watson going to the Browns. What do you think about March Madness? What do you think about the NBA playoffs around the corner? Let us know, man. We gonna come back with some more heat next week. Right. And yeah, y'all enjoy the rest of your Sunday or wherever y'all watch this. Anything you want to say to the people before we get out of here, Ant?
Man, I ain't got nothing for y'all, bro. It was fun, bro. I appreciate y'all for coming and hanging out with us. You know what I'm saying? We still figuring this whole new Blaq thing out. You know what I mean? And so just ride with us, man, for a couple more weeks, bro. I promise you, we gonna get the hang of this. We're gonna get a rhythm going. You know what I'm saying? And we want y'all to come along with us. So, you know what I mean? We'll see y'all right back here. You know what I'm saying?
Next week we're gonna be bigger, better, and blacker. So until next time, y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.